You catch your reflection in a shop window and barely recognize her. Same face. Same eyes. So why does she look tired? It's not your skin. It's not your makeup. It's the cut sitting on your head right now, quietly working against you. And it's adding years. Not 1 or 2, 5, maybe more, every time you walk into a room. Today I'm breaking down 5 hairstyles that are secretly aging you, and exactly what to ask for instead. Stay until the end. The third one surprises almost everyone. This one might sting a little, but staying comfortable with the wrong cut costs you more than knowing the truth ever will. I researched the worst style and beauty mistakes and the best fixes for women over 50, so you get real results fast. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. I cover this every week. Part 1. The flat, over-processed bob. You know the one. Same length all the way around. Same blunt line across the bottom. No movement, no shape, nothing happening anywhere on your head. It used to be the safe choice. Though I don't know what to ask for, just clean it up, cut. And for years it worked fine. Here's what it's actually doing now. A flat, one-length bob pulls every bit of visual weight down to your jawline. It widens the lower half of your face exactly where gravity's already doing that job for you. The eye lands on your jaw, not your eyes, not your cheekbones. And that's the part of your face you want people noticing least right now. Most women never realize this is happening because the cut still looks neat. Neat isn't the problem. Neat with zero movement is the problem. Hair that doesn't move reads as hair that isn't alive. And that's the real reason a flat bob ages you faster than almost any other cut on this list. And here's the part nobody says out loud at the salon. Stylists keep handing women this cut because it's fast, it's safe, and it rarely gets complained about. Not because it's actually doing you any favors. So what do you ask for instead? You want what's called a Alicia cut. A lob with internal layering through the crown and a soft, face-framing piece that hits right around your cheekbone. Say it exactly like that at your next appointment. I want Alicia with face-framing layers and crown lift, not a blunt line. The crown lift is the part that changes everything. Lifting the volume at the root, just at the crown, pulls the eye upward instead of down. Suddenly your whole face reads lighter, longer, more open. Ask for point cutting at the ends instead of a blunt blade cut straight across. Point cutting breaks up that heavy line and lets light move through the hair instead of bouncing off one flat slab. It sounds technical, but your stylist will know exactly what you mean the second you say it. One more thing. Ask for the layers to start at the cheekbone, not the chin. Cheekbone level framing lifts the whole face. Chin level framing does the opposite. It just adds another horizontal line exactly where you don't need one. Before, a flat, blunt bob ending sharply at the jaw, weighing the whole face down. After, Alicia cut with crown lift and cheekbone framing layers, light catching through movement at every angle. Before, one heavy, dense line straight across. After, point cut ends that move when you turn your head instead of sitting like a helmet. For upkeep, get the point cut ends refreshed every 8 to 10 weeks. They grow out faster than a blunt line does. And once they soften too much, you lose the exact effect you're after. I watched a woman in a salon chair last week. Stunning bone structure, perfect posture, and her stylist kept trimming the same flat bob shorter and shorter, thinking length was the issue. It wasn't. It was the shape. She didn't know what she was actually asking for. And the next mistake on this list? It's the one almost every woman over 60 has been told is classic. And it might be the one secretly making you look the most tired of all 5. Part 2. The tight, overset classic curl. Here's a question nobody asks out loud. Why does a style called classic make so many women look like they're 70 when they're really 58? It's the tight, uniform set. Every curl the same size. Every curl sitting in the exact same spot it sat in last week, sprayed into place until nothing moves. You know the look. It's your grandmother's Sunday hair, frozen in time, and somewhere along the way it got passed down like an heirloom nobody asked for. This one's sneaky because it photographs fine. It's the moving, breathing version of you. The one your grandkids actually see in person. That suffers. Tight, uniform curls add visual bulk on every side of the head at once, which makes the face underneath look smaller and more sunken by comparison. It's an optical trick working against you without you doing anything wrong. The hair isn't the enemy, the uniformity is. And here's what nobody tells you about why this keeps happening. A lot of stylists who learned to set hair decades ago are still setting it the same way, because it's the technique they know best. It's not malice. It's muscle memory. But muscle memory doesn't know what year it is. So here's the fix, and it's a complete change in texture, not just a looser curl. Ask for a shag with disconnected layers through the crown and a soft, root-directed airflow blow-dry instead of a set. Say exactly that. Root-directed airflow tells your stylist you want lift and movement built in at the root, not curls clamped on at the ends. Ask for the layers to be disconnected, meaning they don't all blend into one smooth shape. Disconnected layers create those soft, piecey sections that catch light differently depending on the angle. And that's what reads as alive instead of set. If you still want some curl, ask for a loose, irregular wave using a cool shot technique at the end of styling. The cool shot locks the shape without the stiff, sprayed finish a traditional set leaves behind. Your curls will move when you do, instead of moving only when the can of hairspray runs out. And ask your stylist to remove weight specifically at the sides, just above the ears. That's where the bulk is doing the most damage to your face shape. Taking it down even slightly opens up your whole profile. Before, a tight, uniform set sprayed stiff, same shape every single day. After, a disconnected shag with root-directed lift, soft and different every time you touch it. Before, dense curl bulk sitting heavy at the sides of the face. After, lightened sides with a loose, cool shot wave that frames instead of crowds. For upkeep, this style actually needs less maintenance than a weekly set. Just a root touch-up on the airflow technique every 6 weeks or so. And a light texturizing spray on the days in between, scrunched in at the roots. Secretly, this is the easiest style on this entire list to live with day to day. No weekly appointment, no sleeping in rollers, no panic the morning after it rains. Up next is a mistake that has nothing to do with the cut itself. It's about a color choice almost every woman makes without knowing it's working against her, not for her. Part 3: The flat, single-tone color. Let's talk about something that has nothing to do with length or shape. It's color. Specifically, one flat, single tone, painted evenly from root to end. You've probably done this for years without questioning it. One color, touched up every few weeks, no variation anywhere. It feels low maintenance. It feels safe. Here's the real reason it ages you. Flat, single-tone color removes all dimension from your hair. And dimension is what makes hair look like it has texture and depth instead of looking like a solid, painted helmet. Skin loses some of its natural contrast as we age. That's just biology, nothing to feel bad about. But flat, one-note hair color sitting right next to lower contrast skin makes everything blend together instead of standing apart. Your face starts competing with your hair for attention, instead of your hair framing your face the way it should. Without knowing it, most women make this worse by going darker as they age, thinking it looks more put together. It's the opposite. A flat, dark, single tone next to softening skin is one of the fastest ways to add years without touching a single line on your face. What changes everything here is dimension, not a different color altogether. Ask your stylist for shadow rooting with 2 to 3 woven-in tones lighter than your base, concentrated around the crown and the face framing pieces specifically. Shadow rooting means your natural root color blends softly into the lighter tones, rather than creating a harsh line of demarcation. It looks intentional, not grown out, and it grows out gracefully for months instead of needing a touch-up every 4 weeks. Ask specifically for the lighter pieces to be placed where light naturally hits your face, just at the temples and along the part line. This is called dimensional color, and it's doing for your hair what good blush does for your cheeks. Catching light exactly where you want the eye to land. If you have any gray coming in naturally, ask about a technique called cuticle sealing during the color process. It locks in shine and stops that single tone color from looking dull and flat by midweek, which is usually the first sign a color job needs refreshing. Before, one flat, dark tone, root to end, no light or shadow anywhere. After, shadow rooted color with woven dimensional pieces framing the face, soft graceful grow out. Before, hair that looks the same in every kind of light, indoors or out. After, hair that catches and shifts tone depending on where the light hits it. For upkeep, ask for a gloss treatment every 4 to 6 weeks between full color appointments. It refreshes the shine and the tone without redoing the whole process, and it's usually a fraction of the cost. Honestly, this is the one most women skip because it sounds like more work. It's actually less. You'll go longer between full appointments than you do right now with flat color. Coming up next is a mistake that's less about the hair itself and more about something almost nobody thinks to check: the shape sitting around your hairline. Part 4. The overgrown, shapeless fringeless front. This one's quiet. It doesn't announce itself the way a bad color or a stiff set does. It's just hair that's grown past its shape at the front and nobody's said anything. No fringe, no face framing piece, nothing breaking up the flat expanse between your hairline and your eyebrows. Just length, pushed back or pulled flat, doing absolutely nothing for your face. Here's exactly what this is costing you. A bare, shapeless front exposes the entire forehead in one uninterrupted plane, and as the skin there naturally softens with age, an unbroken forehead reads larger and flatter than it actually is. There's nothing breaking it up, nothing softening the transition into your face. What most women never realize is they're avoiding fringe because of one bad experience years ago. A fringe that got cut too short, or too blunt, or grew out wrong. One bad cut decades ago, and the avoidance just sticks. But there's a version of this that has nothing to do with a traditional fringe at all. And it's the fix that changes everything. Ask for curtain bangs, long, parted face framing pieces that start well back from the hairline and sweep down on either side of your face, blending into the rest of your length. Curtain bangs aren't a commitment the way a blunt fringe is. They grow out into face framing layers instead of an awkward stage, and they soften the forehead without ever needing daily styling with a flat iron. Ask your stylist to point the part of these pieces using razor feathering at the ends, not a blunt scissor cut. Razor feathering creates soft, wispy tips that blend naturally into your length instead of sitting like a separate piece glued on top. And ask specifically for the curtain pieces to land just above the cheekbone. Not the chin, not the jaw. Cheekbone level is the sweet spot where the eye gets drawn upward toward your eyes, not down toward your neck. If you're nervous about commitment, ask for a soft curtain. A shorter, less dramatic version that can be tucked back or worn forward depending on the day. It's a low-risk way to test the shape before going further with it. Before, a bare, pushed-back front, full forehead exposed with no transition. After, soft curtain bangs sweeping at cheekbone level, razor-feathered for natural movement. Before, one flat plane from hairline to eyebrow, no softness anywhere. After, face framing pieces that move with you and soften every angle of your forehead. For upkeep, get the curtain pieces trimmed every 4 to 5 weeks, separately from your main length appointment. They grow out of shape faster than the rest of your cut, and a quick trim keeps the frame exactly where you want it. One small shift, that's genuinely all this is. Not a haircut, not a color change, just a few pieces repositioned around your face. And it's the one most women are most surprised by once they see it on themselves. Last one's coming, and it might be the most common mistake on this entire list, because almost nobody thinks of it as a hairstyle choice at all. Part 5, the grown out, no shape length. Last one, and it's the quietest mistake of all 5 because it doesn't even feel like a choice. It's just hair that's been growing for years with no real shape underneath it. Past the shoulders, no layers, no structure. Just length for the sake of length, because cutting it shorter feels like giving something up. Here's the truth about why this ages you, and it's not the length itself. It's the dead zone, that stretch of hair, usually below the collarbone, that has zero shape, zero movement, and just hangs there under its own weight, dragging everything on your face downward with it. Most women never connect the dots here. They blame their face for looking tired. They blame their skin, their makeup, their lighting. It's almost never any of those things. It's dead, unshaped weight at the ends, secretly pulling the whole face down with gravity that's already working hard enough on its own. And here's something that might surprise you. This isn't a length problem at all. You don't have to cut it short to fix it. You just have to remove weight in the right places, which is a completely different conversation with your stylist than cut it shorter. Ask for interior layering through the back and crown while keeping your perimeter length exactly where it is. Interior layers remove bulk from underneath without shortening anything you can see from the front. It's the single best kept secret for women who love their length but hate what it's doing to their face. Ask specifically for weight removal concentrated at the ends, using a technique called slicing, rather than an all-over thinning shear. Slicing removes density gradually along the length instead of leaving the choppy, see-through patches a thinning shear can create. And ask for nape graduation at the very back, just below the crown. This small, subtle layer at the nape creates a soft built-in lift at the back of the head, which changes your whole side profile without anyone being able to point to exactly what's different. If you want movement without losing an inch of length, ask for long, soft layers concentrated specifically through the front third, framing from cheekbone down. This is the visual weight fix. Pulling lightness toward your face while everything below stays exactly as long as you want it. Before, long, heavy, unlayered length with a dead, shapeless zone weighing the whole head down. After, interior layering and nape graduation, same length, real movement and lift built in underneath. Before, dense, choppy ends from years of blunt trims with no real shaping. After, sliced, gradual ends that move naturally and catch light instead of sitting flat. For upkeep, get the interior layers checked every 10 to 12 weeks. Because they're underneath, they grow out more slowly than you'd think, but a regular check keeps that lift from going flat again. And honestly, this is the fix I wish more women knew about, because almost nobody asks for it by name. You can keep every inch of length you love and still fix exactly what's been aging you. You've made it through all 5. Stick around for the recap, because what you just learned is about to change every salon appointment you book from here on out. You just learned the 5 hairstyles secretly aging you the most, and exactly what to say at your next appointment to fix every single one. Boom! Your bone structure was always this stunning. Now your hair finally knows it. Tell me in the comments, which of these 5 were you doing without realizing it? Next week I'm breaking down the skincare habit that's quietly undoing all of this. Like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and I'll see you in the next one.